So far on Food for Thought, we've looked at consumption and the concept of sustainability, the impact on the world of buying foreign or locally produced food. We visited a range of local farms, looked at the process of production, and come away with some great local ingredients. Now, I don't know about you, but all this talk of food is making me hungry.
OK, Michael, I've got the cheese, so what else are we putting into our Devon rarebit?
Well, basically, rarebit is a posh cheese on toast. So we've got our wonderful country bread here, butter, some milk, some eggs, we're going to make the eggs yolks from, some flour, and then we've got some wonderful seasoning.
Sounds great. Where do we start?
Right, we're going to start with the roux, and we've got the milk boiling in the pan here, so just heating that up. And I've got some butter here, we're going to melt, and I'll add the flour. So while I'm doing that, would you like to grate the cheese? Great, thank you.
So, what is a roux?
Well, a roux is basically the base that thickens the white sauce. So we've got some flour, even amounts of flour and butter, which are going to cook out lightly, so that when we add the cheese, it'll then be a nice topping for the bread itself. I'm just going to add the milk now to this roux, which has just been cooking out. Nice blonde roux, so we're looking for a little colour, but not a lot. And then we just stir that, and that instantly becomes a thick sauce. So we'll just add a little bit more. Just give it a little whisk so it doesn't go too lumpy. So work it quite well at this stage, so it goes nice and smooth. There we go, look, see that? How are you getting on with the cheese?
Yeah, nearly all done.
Great, fantastic. So at this stage, I'm ready to add the 3 egg yolks. So we've got 3 egg yolks there. Okay, so we're going to add some mustard, a couple of spoonfuls of that to taste. And we've got some Worcester sauce. And some salt. Some pepper to taste. Okay. Right, I'm ready for the cheese now, Amy.
Okay.
Just add a little bit into here then, bit by bit, and what we're going to do is melt that into the rarebit.
So how important is it that you use local produce?
It's hugely important. I mean, not only is it good for the local economy, it also reduces food miles, so it keeps the carbon emissions down low, and it keeps local produce on the culinary map as far as Devon's concerned. We've got great produce here, wonderful flavour, so we've got to use it. Just got to melt that cheese into it, a little bit more cheese, and then we're going to toast some bread. So let's put the toast onto the tray, and then we're going to spoon on the mixture now, like so. Be generous. Put that in, just a few seconds, it'll be fantastic, and then we're ready to serve. So, what do you think?
Hot, but lovely.
Really good, huh? You can really taste the cheese.
Really cheesy.
Right, Michael. I've been told that Bramleys are the best type of apple for making apple crumble, and I hope so because it's my favourite pudding.
Well, they are, because they're a cooking apple, and that means that they're sour instead of sweet. So when you add the sugar to them, they give a wonderful flavour, and they're such a great texture for cooking. Do you cook yourself?
No.
Well, you're missing out on half the fun. Let's get you in the kitchen. Okay, Jamie, the oven's on, so let's get ready to crumble.
Let's do it.
Okay, right, so we've got the butter here. Yep. Just take a bit. I'll take a small amount, but you can take the whole lot. I want you to rub it in with your fingertips very carefully, okay? We want that to resemble like a fine sand, okay?
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the apples.
Good.
So what I've done here, we peeled the apples and chopped them into quarters, and we're just going to add to that flour, some brown sugar, and finally, a little bit of cinnamon spice. How are you getting on with that?
I'm going along fine, actually, yeah. So, does your love for food make you a good chef?
Definitely. I think if you're passionate and have a love for something, it gets you really into what you're doing, so it gives you a drive to learn more about it. And of course you need talent, you need obviously to know what you're doing, but I think you need to have that interest and love and passion for what you're doing. It's really important. Right, look, these apples are good. Just get a really good mix up. Okay, so we've got the sugar, the cinnamon, and the flour in there. Let's put them in here now, okay? Right. So just put into a buttered dish. Let's get the crumble on top. What you want to do, just take your crumble now and just lightly